Zulily offers some great deals on books and some really cute clothes. But once you buy from them, you will see their ads everywhere. So what's a sewist supposed to do when they see that stuff and goes, psh, I could make that? Yeah, that's right. We make it. Hello, I'm Allie, the literary sewist. Here in my crafting castle, I normally create projects inspired by the books I read. But today, I was inspired to show you how easy it is to recreate this popular Raglan shirt from Zulily with just a little bit of stretch lace. So let's put our books down for just a little bit and go sew. Before we get started, if your lace has a selvage edge like this and you want to use that scallop as the edge of a sleeve like I'm about to do, apply some frayed check along the edge, then trim off the excess. When you're laying out your pattern piece, be careful to note the front and back curves of the sleeve, as well as the grain and most stretch. This pattern doesn't have a short sleeve cut line, but I'll be marking it approximately 4 inches down from the arm side. Now you can lay out your lace for cutting. Do not stretch the lace at all. If you're using the scallop edge for the hem, lay the scallop edge on the line or just below it. Using your favorite pattern weights to keep from slipping, cut out the sleeves like normal. With a raglan, it helps to lay out the pieces with the fronts and backs touching so you can keep track of each section. If you are using clips to hold everything in place while you sew, make sure the clips being used do not have jagged edges or you will risk snagging and unraveling the lace. Alternatively, you can use silk or satin pins to keep things in place. These are short silk pins, so you will need to be extra careful when using a serger with them. Before you actually attach the sleeves, check to make sure you have the correct right sides. With a lace, the right side is more textured and shows more detail. The wrong side is smooth and more flat. Now you are ready to attach the sleeves. Stretch lace sews up just like any other stretch knit fabric. I use a serger, but you can also use an overcast stitch or French seams on a regular machine. Continue sewing the arm size until all 4 seams are complete. When you join the side seams together, start with the center joint, line up the middle, then fold the top seam one way and the bottom seam the other. This will help keep it flat. Next, move to the lace edge and make sure that that lines up correctly. With the scallop, you may have to stretch a tiny bit to get it to line up. Now sew the side seams, starting with the non-lace side. Go slow when you get to the center seam so the arm size seams stay flat. Do not pull the lace. Before you clip off your threads, add a drop of frayed check to the edge. This will help keep the lace from unraveling. Let's move on to the V-neck. Because patterns don't always account for using lace, you will want to measure the length of your neckline, then cut your lace at 90% of that amount. Using the width of your band, cut a triangle out of each short end of the band. Sew the short ends of the band together, starting with the center point of the triangle and working your way out. Go back to the center point and sew down the other side. Snip the center middle point without clipping the threads. Fold the seam 1/2 to each side, then fold your band in half. Before fully attaching the band, line up the center seam point with the center point of the front of your shirt, then pin down about 2 inches on each side of the center. Starting at the center point, sew toward each side to the pin, then return to the middle and repeat. Double check that nothing slipped out of place before continuing to attach like normal, starting and ending at the center point. If you aren't sure how to attach a band, check out my How to Sew Bands video over here. Just top stitch your neckline and you're done. Let me know in the comments if there are any other styles you'd like to know how to recreate. Okay, I know that looks way too easy. Well, it is. But you never know how hard or how easy something's going to be until you give it a try. Stretch laces are one of my favorite. They're so versatile. You can use them for sleeves, the necklines, you can use it for bands around the bottom, you can use it just to dress things up, even layer it over a solid bit of fabric. Just change up your favorite patterns from time to time with a little bit of lace. I'd like to give a special shout out to the Clique Fabric Shop for providing this gorgeous lace fabric, as well as this ridiculously comfortable brushed rib knit fabric. They have an amazing collection of affordable fabrics. I'll leave links in the description below. It's one of my favorite shops to shop from. And if you're ready to give these stretch laces a try, give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoy what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing to my channel for future installments of my bookish sewing goodness. And if you ring the bell, you get notified every time there's a new video available. And since you're still here, you must need some more inspiration. So pop on over there and watch some more sewing tutorials, and I'll see you next time.